Hey my love. So I just wanted to come real quick and share a word of encouragement with you guys really quickly, okay? So sometimes as chosen ones or people who are just, you know, of the light and represent good things and want to see good things in earth, sometimes we can get a little bit discouraged, right? Whenever we kind of like look around and see the state of the world. But I just wanted to encourage you guys because something I noticed, y'all gotta excuse me, I'm gonna be working out, but I had to get this message out. So sometimes we can start to look at the state of the world and everything that is going on, etc., and we can get very discouraged. And it's in those times that I ask God to show me something different, right? Show me something different so that I am not overwhelmed by the negativity that is displayed by people. And guys, I started to really, I have been paying attention to the fact that there is really definitely a line being drawn in the sand, okay? So you guys can thank my boo, Destiny Lynn, and Kevin Gates. Y'all can thank them too for this inspiration or message, right? So what I am realizing, and I'm noticing from the things that I do see on social media when I do pay attention, is that the people that are chosen are stepping up, right? We're stepping into our position. And those people that are toxic, they're actually really stepping into their position too. They're unapologetically being the toxic people that they are, right? And what's crazy is that you should never judge a book by its cover because you never know who God is going to use. And oftentimes what I realize is that it's always the least suspecting. It's always the people that you don't think that God would use that he's absolutely using. Now, let's talk about Destiny Lynn. Okay, so she is somebody who I've been following since I was on TikTok the first time. So 2021, right? And she just dropped a new single. Y'all know I have done a lot of, I guess like back when TikTok did like the Dove over videos, I have a lot of videos that I did with her. But what I'm noticing on her social media platform is she is being very clear about the fact that her music is very intentional and very much purpose driven, right? Now, she sings about all different things. You will be able to tell the people that God has placed here and that are chosen is because you will start to notice that people will say things like, I don't know what I would have ever done without your music. You really helped me get through a really dark time. And that's actually my testimony as it relates to her as well, right? So we're being very intentional about who it is that we are, what it is that we stand for, and the fact that like we're not going to be swayed to popular opinion. We've come here to be who it is that we are, unapologetically, right? So let's go on to Mr. Kevin Gates. All right, so now y'all know I'm in this world, but I'm not of this world. So there's a lot of things that, you know, I'm not going to get. I'm not going to know. I'm not up on the latest trends or whatever the case may be. I admire him very much so. He's like one of my favorite divine masculines, but I don't believe that I am subscribed to any of his social medias. Y'all, his freaking song came up as a suggestion on Google. When does that ever happen? When does Google ever suggest a YouTube video? Okay, boom. So I check out the song, God Slippers. Why? What stuck out to me the most is the things that he is rapping about, right? Because I remember there was a time where, now I did not know who Kevin Gates, moment of transparency, I did not even know who Kevin Gates was probably until like around 2020. In 2020, I shared a post of his, and I feel like that was like maybe not the beginning, but it was when his spiritual awakening was starting to become very obvious. I'll never forget, shared a post on my page and got into this huge argument with, yeah, it was crazy. But prior to that, I couldn't have told you who he was. I don't go, you know, like, I'm not like an original Gates fan, but I do appreciate who he is now, right? He has been an encouragement to me as it relates to the fact that there are real divine masculine out there. He's another one. You cannot judge a book by its cover, right? You cannot judge and say that, oh, only God can only use this type of person, because that's simply not the truth. He has the same testimony as Destiny Lynn. People have really been able to, man, he's been very inspirational to really getting people through some tough times in their lives, right? But so like I was saying, he's come into my consciousness a few times. I've seen a couple videos of his, and like I say, I really do honor him. I do salute him as just being an amazing divine masculine, right? So I've seen interviews of his where they talk about the whole situation with him starting a car battery with his hands. He has always been so humble, like not even willing to discuss it, doesn't want all the props or anything, you know, related to the fact that he started the car battery. He's just like, I mean, I prayed and I did what any person would do in that situation, right? Man, but one thing I would say about his interviews is I used to be like, oh my God, like he is so humble. Like, why is he so humble as it relates to certain things spiritually? Now I understand, because a lot of us, we have a witch wound, right? And what is a witch wound? A witch wound is whenever we still have that ache and that pain within us because in a past life we were prosecuted for who it is that we are spiritually, right? So be it we were burned at the stake, killed for our beliefs, you know, etc., right? So I used to be like, oh my God, like he is so like, I mean, embrace it all, you know, the slow, embrace that, and also embrace everything, right? So I'm so excited. I said all that to say, I'm so excited to see that he is just truly stepping out and embracing his godly side, right? Now, he gonna get some flack and all of that, but who cares? Those of us that are chosen ones, we know who it is that we are, we know what it is that we came to do. We have awakened to our spirit body, and we are unapologetically being who it is that we came here to be. So I just want to encourage you guys, for those who feel like, oh my God, like this world is such a terrible place, I want you to really recognize that there is a line being drawn in the sand, right? The toxic people are getting more toxic, but the chosen people, we stepping up and stepping out. And guess what? The light is always going to win over the darkness. It's just inevitable. So just remember that. I hope you guys are encouraged today on this Sunday, and remember, I love you.